Hey, 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 what's going on? Oliver Carlin here. I'm coming at you from my lovely car once again on my lunch break, like always. And today, I wanted to talk to you about eating 3 meals a day. Did you know that could actually cause you or prevent you from losing weight? Kind of crazy, right? Eating 3 meals a day prevent you from losing weight. How's that possible? I know when I was a kid, right? I think most of us when we grew up, we were raised eating 3 meals a day. I know that's what I was raised to do. I remember being a kid, and in the morning I'd wake up. I lived in California. I'm from California originally, and I'd wake up in our house. We lived out in the foothills up in Northern Cali, and we lived on, I don't remember how many acres of land. We had quite a bit of land, though. But I would wake up and go up, have my bowl of cereal. That was what I had for breakfast. And then at lunchtime, I would eat lunch, probably buy lunch or whatever, when I was in school, if I was living with my parents. So, and then when I'd get home, we'd have dinner together as a family. It was a big thing, right? And then that was it. Might have some dessert, pack on the food right there before you sleep, right? But that was it, right? And if you look at society up to that point, it was like that everywhere you go. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Go to the restaurant, look at the menu. You're going to see breakfast, lunch, dinner. Everywhere you go, the whole society, everything in the world has always been based around this idea of eating 3 meals a day. And let's think about 3 meals a day for a second. I never thought it would have been a problem. I never would have known that it would have been a problem. It wasn't until I was attending an 8-week weight loss course, right? And during this course, I was in the class, and I was in there, and the teacher was up there speaking. He stood in front with his little PowerPoint thing, and he got to this. I don't remember what week it was specifically that we learned this, but I know it was toward the beginning of the course. And he talked about meal frequency and meals and how we're eating 3 meals a day, and how that's actually causing us to lose weight. I mean, to lose weight, to not lose weight, to gain weight, and how it prevented us from losing weight. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? How could this be? And so he went on to kind of break it down, and he kind of exposed me to things I never was aware of before in regards to this. The way that the body works is actually when you eat that first meal a day, which breakfast, think of your body level of energy, and everything is right about here. So then you hit the breakfast point, your energy spikes up, and then slowly goes down. It takes about 2 hours, right, to process food, and then it goes down. And down here again, we're at level, like, basically when you're down here, it's like starvation mode almost. You're like at a level where your body has no energy. You ever felt like that? Before, in between meals, like between breakfast and lunch, and then lunch and dinner, you ever feel hungry, but you couldn't eat because it's not lunchtime yet? I gotta wait. I can't eat. Lunchtime isn't another 2 hours. Holy crap. I'm starving. I don't got any energy. I feel like I'm dragging. Let me go get another cup of coffee. Something's got to get me through until lunch. Because one thing we didn't realize is that, when we're eating, we're fueling our body. And our body's using that as energy, right? And when you don't have it for, 4 to 6 hours between meals, your body is running on fumes. Like, think of a gas in the car is on empty and is running on fumes, just putting along, waiting until you fill it up. That's exactly what's happening in between those meals. Okay? I wasn't aware of this at the time, but that's things I was being exposed to. So what does that mean? So we hit the spike here at breakfast, we come back down. Then we hit the spike here at lunch. Notice the top of the video here is where it should come back down, right? Say that's the max point. Well, what ends up happening when you're in starving mode and your body wants food bad and you're so hungry, it goes like this. Boom! Breaks through the ceiling, then comes back down. What does that mean when I break through the freaking ceiling and then come back down? It means I'm overeating. Because another thing I end up learning is it takes time for our bodies and our minds to actually process the fact that we've eaten. On average of 22 minutes for your mind and your stomach to communicate, hey, we got enough food. Stop eating. We're full. If that's the case and you're starving, you're waiting for this meal, lunch, dinner, whatever it is, and you hit this point where you're eating and you can't, you just stuff in your mouth. Like, oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, it feels so good. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm stuffed. Oh, God. Oh, let me unbutton my pants. Oh, whew. Man, that was a good meal. Holy shit. Woo. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and I need to take a nap right about now. Whew. Yeah, don't expect any good work out of me for a little bit here. I mean, I'm about done right now. And that's about what it felt like, right? Right when I'd finish eating this huge meal, breaking through the ceiling. And then as I came back down, okay, I get my energy back. Whew, my body's starting to process this huge meal. And I'm back down to starvation mode. Comes back, I'm hungry again. But I can't eat because it's not dinner. Then dinner comes along. Ba-boom! Breaking back through again, right? Same cycle repeating itself. The problem was, a lot of us eat dinner late. So let's think about this for a second. When I'm eating dinner late, I'm packing, for me, I know growing up and the way I was raised and everything else, for me, dinner was like the meal of the day. I don't care if you missed any other meal. You're going to be there for dinner. Dinner was the good stuff. Dinner is when we are going to cook. All right? And so, the weirdest thing, right? We'd eat a small breakfast, then we'd eat a little bit bigger lunch, and then we'd eat a huge dinner. Look, if you understand anything about eating and nutrition, you understand this is completely jacked up, right? Because we are eating to fuel our body. It's just like fuel in a car. But we're giving ourselves no fuel in the morning when we need it the most because it's called breakfast. What is breakfast really? If you break it into two words, it's break fast. You're breaking the fast, right? But we normally break the fast when our body's in this starvation mode from sleeping however many hours, maybe 8, maybe however many. Some people sleep a lot, some people don't. But you're breaking this long fast and with a little tiny bit of food. And you're supposed to go full of energy throughout the day with this little, bowl of cereal, maybe a piece of fruit. And that's your energy source. And that's supposed to hold you up until lunch. And then at lunch, we'll eat a little bit bigger, right? I'll just eat a piece of pizza or whatever's available, right? I'll eat a little bit more food. And then dinner time, right before I'm about to go to bed, where I need no energy, because I'm going to be using zero energy, let me pack in the food. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That was a good dinner. Time to sleep. I got a full energy tank. My gas is completely full. I even got a backup tank. Man, let's go do absolutely nothing now and just sleep. Does that I'm trying to drive a point with this doesn't that seem kind of whacked out when you really think about it? How whacked out is that? Let me eat nothing when I need it the most, very little, and then when I don't need any energy anymore, let me eat a ton. Isn't it weird, like how jacked up our eating structure is? That's insane. You know another crazy thing? Our bodies are designed. They're designed by God to be a certain way. They just are. They're programmed a certain way. I don't care what doctor you go see, they do not know how to change this programming. Okay? But there are little hacks. Okay? But you need to understand the way our bodies work. We have hormones. Hormones regulate everything in our body. It's very important to understand hormones, because I hear so many times when I'm talking to people about losing weight, and they're talking about how, oh, I'm doing everything right. I mean, I exercise, and I eat diet, I barely eat anything, I eat like a bird, and I still don't lose weight. That shit doesn't work for me. I hear it all the time. But if you understand there's more than just putting food in and burning energy, there's a whole human being structure in front of you. And understanding a little bit, not everything, but just understanding a little bit about how it works and the hormones involved, you begin to see things differently, right? But anyway, hormones regulate our metabolism, regulate, the way our bodies use energy and stuff like that, right? So the funny thing is, right, when we're going through this boom, starve, boom, starve, boom, starve. Our bodies are designed to go into starvation mode. I don't care what anyone says. I've seen mixed theories on this. It don't give a shit. Our bodies go into starvation mode. As soon as you bump through the ceiling and you slam back down to the freaking floor and you're waiting again to eat, that's called starvation mode. Okay? Your body is going to immediately slow down the metabolism so that it can stop using calories until the next meal, because it knows the next meal is a long way away. It doesn't know. As soon as your body hits starvation mode, it's planning, okay, I'm not going to have enough next meal for a fucking month. It just plans for the worst case scenario. It's not like you can just say, hey, brain, hey, wait, no, hey, you listening? Okay. We're going to eat in a couple hours. No need to go into starvation mode. You got it? Don't fucking slow down the metabolism. You understand? Okay, good. Okay. Whew. Now my brain knows it's going to get food in a couple hours. No worries. It doesn't work like that. Your brain doesn't... You can't just talk to your brain and tell it to stop doing what it was programmed to do. It just does it. So what I'm trying to get across is that when you're going into starvation mode, your metabolism is slowing down. You're working against yourself. Is the stuff that I've learned, right? And so, okay, it's like, well, that's great, Oliver. We've got it. Okay, you've proven your point. Okay, eating 3 meals a day isn't the greatest idea. So what are we supposed to do about it? That's the way the world is. We eat 3 meals a day. It's not. My mind got open to this in that class, and then he showed me all I had to do is tweak, a small little tweak to the way I was eating and when I ate and how I ate. This one little tiny tweak changes everything. All of a sudden, your metabolism goes into freaking super drive mode. It's no longer doing this, hitting the ground and going to starvation mode. It's freaking like a freaking super hot fire. Think of your metabolism as a fire pit. And when you don't throw food in the fire, right, it turns cold and icy cold, and it's just spittering. Little spark. But man, when you know how to do it, eat correctly, your freaking fire is like a furnace going. It's just freaking burning throughout the day. You go into a fat burning freaking machine. And you know another crazy thing our bodies do? I mean, it's crazy. When your body goes into starvation mode, it starts using muscle as an energy source. Muscle! You know the thing you're trying to build that you like to have is muscle? It's using that as an energy source and storing fat because it stores fat long term. And for some reason, our bodies think muscle is disposable more than fat. It stores fat to keep for energy. Long-term energy source is fat. That's crazy, man. So when you're literally starving yourself, and I see this all the time, people telling me, well, I only eat like 800 calories a day. Okay? I eat like once a day. I'm like, holy shit! You eat once a fucking day? You don't have to tell me anymore. I already know what your problem is. You need to change the way you eat. Holy mackerel. But anyway, learning this one thing changed everything. I no longer had hunger pains. I no longer had appetite problems. I no longer went to bed feeling stuffed. I don't know about you, but I like to drink a glass of wine in the evening. And have you ever tried to drink a glass of wine when you're stuffed? That is the worst feeling. I don't drink a glass of wine because I'm hungry. I don't drink a glass of wine because I'm thirsty. I drink a glass of wine because it makes me feel good. It's a relaxing. I just enjoy it. But I do not enjoy stuffing wine down my overly packed stomach. I don't enjoy that. So why stuff yourself in the evening? It doesn't even make sense. You're about to go to bed. Why do you need all that energy before you sleep? Anyway. But so I no longer went to bed hungry. I no longer went to bed overstuffed. Cravings actually disappeared just from this one little trick. I call it a hack, food hack. One little trick, and all of a sudden, cravings are basically gone. I'm no longer hungry. Even on a diet, even on a 1,000-calorie deficit, I'm not hungry. It's insane. And anyway, just understand this, right? And you get to this point when all of a sudden everything changes, the weight's coming off, and you're just freaking in super freaking muscle building, fat burning mode. Essentially what it is. And I keep my body primed in that situation. It's important. God, I mean, you're fighting yourself if you're not. Seriously, good luck trying to lose weight if you're not doing it like this. I feel bad. Anyway, go ahead, make sure you sign up for my my course. This is a section on my course that I'm teaching. I go into in depth. I make sure you understand this topic, baby. We're going to talk about this. We're going to make sure you got this. And we're going to go into that. That's one of the modules we're going to cover. And that's why I thought of this course. Because, like, man, I'm thinking about this module. And so go on the waiting list. It's going to come out really soon. And you don't want to miss it. Trust me. It's going to be great. All right? All right. Well, look, take care. And good luck to you. Bye-bye.